welcome everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. How are you? For those of you who don't know, am Monster to Mermaid. I have a story in my Minecraft play that I am a mob and I am an ambassador from a mermaid nation of Tana, and I have been given these city-states to watch over, and so that's what I'm doing. And so I'm going to change my view. This is Minecolonies modded Minecraft, but I have probably about over 70 mods that I am using all at the same time. Some of them are underneath. It's nighttime. I just came in, and so people are not going to sleep as well as they would if I was in the game. So I'm going to actually help them by, let's go here for a minute. I'm going to get a sleeping bag out, and we're just going to go to sleep. I'm just going to plop it down in this university hallway here and go to sleep. And I'm doing this so that everyone gets up, has a better day, and is on their way. So I'm starting from where I left off on Twitch this morning. This is Ezra. This morning what we did was we added a house for the enchanter, and the house that we added for the enchanter is right here. Now we thought that the enchanter was going to have a view of the cliff. Ooh, but it seems that they would rather have their house have a view of the cliff. They're still going to have a view, but it's going to be recreational. Right now, these steps are not here. They will be here eventually. And you know something, since they're going to be here eventually, I'm going to put them in right now in some of these places where there aren't any. And I'm also going to fill in a little bit of this area here that has come away and take this part down. I can't really, unless I'm going to put some kind of stair there. So why don't we just take this to give them a chance to not break their neck when they come down here. So that's what we're doing right here. I would have to turn this around and turn this around so that they can come up and down like this. And then here there's ultimately going to be a stair right here. So I'm going to put, and there you can see it right there. I'm going to put these here so that I can put these. Will it let me? It won't let me. It won't let me put anything there. Okay. So let's do a full block. I think that's a full block. It is. So let's change this to a full block so we can put the stairs here. Like I said, there will be stairs here eventually, but we're going to put them in early. They'll probably get taken away as things get made, but we will have them here for this time period. And so let's put this here so we can put the steps on this part right here. Boink, boinky. And there we go. And then one more time down to here. Putting the steps along this part right there. There we are. And that gives us our last set of steps right here. So this is what we're going to have. Let's take away 2 of these. This is pretty private in this area. This is the enchanter building. Are we going to take these away? We've taken them away in the house. We can take them away here and put lanterns in places where we need there to actually be some light, and we'll do it like that. There's no door at this time. Eventually there will be, and there we go. So there's Penelope coming up, checking out the place. Let's see how this works out for her. She's going up to the enchanter's desk, but she didn't go to the house, which is interesting. She's just hanging out and looking at things. Oh, she's like, oh wait, I didn't go to the house. Nah, I don't wanna. I'm gonna go out this way. And this is the other connection we made this morning. We were able to connect. Penelope's checking on Charlie, to connect to Charlie. Charlie is a Jones, and I think that we have Joneses. At Arnaaluk, we can check when we're back there, but we're going to put Charlie's name here, NES, and there we go. And she is one of the 3 druids that we actually have. This is the farthest end of town, of the retreat. I should say at the moment, this is the farthest end. In this direction, we can look at the border and see. Now the border's pushed, the border's gotten pushed out. Lovely. But it hasn't pushed in this area as much. So we still have, we don't have use of these trees over here as yet, which is something that I would like to have. I may not need it. We'll see. I thought I did, but maybe I don't need it. And now I've got some coal on me, and the reason I do is because using these stairs here, which is not really a stair. See this part right here coming down like that? Yeah, that. This is what I need to fix right now.
I feel so down lately.
I'm working on this part here. We're not going to have this little area be like this because I don't want them jumping over that section. So if they don't come down like that, where are they coming down from? And that's what we're kind of looking at. I'm kind of trying to get them to use this way to come down rather than coming down that high part right there where they can actually get hurt. So since I can't change this, why don't we go ahead and put, I'm not gonna like that. Let's get some peat. We should have some over here. We'll get this and we'll put it here. And I guess I'll have to accept the fact that I do need a piece to come right here. So we'll have this piece come here and this come here. I'm using path to try and get them to use it. See that? That's what I'm doing. Ooh. Okay. I want them to use this way. And I keep doing that. Taking away the peat part there. Okay. That person who's walking by is the new chef, who does not have anything to do yet. And that's probably the thing that they would complain about right now, is that they don't have anything to do. Right, Watson?
Need something?
Yes. A job would be great. And you know what job I'm going to give you, Watson? I'm going to give you the job that everyone has had. You're going to teach Ezra at the library. So let's come up here until the cookery, until we're ready for a chef. So we have a cookery as of this morning, and Ezra is here. Hi, Ezra. And we're going to have Watson be here as well. Now, when the time comes, Ezra will go back to do some research down here when we need some research done. We're not doing any right now. And since this is only a level 1, it's one-on-one. It's one, we can only research one thing at a time. And I have to be careful about this. Is there anyone around? There isn't. Let me do my Superman thing. Let's come here and let's change into a player instead of being a mermaid. So now I have hearts like a player. I'm not magical anymore. And this protects the hut block so that I don't accidentally hit it. So we have the library unlocked, and we have the first happiness done. First aid is important to them. They live in the trees. Higher learning is for children. We don't have any yet. We did ambition, which unlocked the mystical site, which is below us. And remembrance is what we would like to do next. I don't think I have the bones here for that, but I do have bones to do it. The only problem is, which I'm forgetting, is that it needs a level 2 town hall. So we're not ready to do that yet. We unlocked the hospital and we just need a doctor still. We have a druid nurse who is filling in and helping keep people well. And then in combat, we need an archery. So we have to have a barracks, which we unlocked, and we have one. We're going to use it as a bomb shelter. In other words, use it as a safe place. If something went wrong, people would go there, and we'll fix that up later. When we get to level 2, which is a barracks totaling level 3, then we'll be allowed to have an archery. So we're not going to have 3 barracks. So I think at this particular point, we will have to wait until we make a level 3 out of that. We don't need any of the, although these are defensive weapons, some of these here, evasion, dodge, and parry. All we need is leather, improved leather for the druids. So we're going to do boiled leather is next on our way to plate. And plate, which is right down here, is right off of boiled leather, iron, skin, telescope, which we are going to do because we're going to have telescopes. Telescope, and this one requires a level 4 iron armor, and finally the level 5, which is plate armor. So when we get to the next level, we'll do boiled leather. Next level of the university, I believe, town hall. Yes, indeed. Now we need paranormics, which is a shorter trip, and that is consume arrows. So we're going to need 64 arrows. I'm going to put it down as something we need from Arnaaluk for study. And so to try and remember that we need to bring that back with us. We don't need it right away, but look, we have enough guard towers to actually study it, but we don't have a university level 2. So we're not ready to do that yet. However, we don't need accuracy for any reason, and precise shot. Yeah, I'm not sure. I know those are actual druid things right here. I'll have to decide what I want to do about that. I think that we're not going to study, we ain't going to study no war no more. That's what we're going to say. Ain't going to study war no more. We need the archery for competitions because we have druids and they love the bow and the arrow. And now technology. This is what we're going to do next. 16 feathers, 16 wool. We should have this already. 16 feathers and wool. And we'll check on that. And are we going to do the enchanter piece? We don't need to open the nether here. I'm not sure I'm going to. Another ambassador, I'll have to think about it. I could do that in the barracks. That would be interesting. That would. Let me think about that. The stone we don't need. We don't need any. No, the end? Yeah, no, we don't need that. And the crusher and all the ones who do the processing of raw materials are at Arnaaluk. Woodworking we do need because it's the only way we can get a Fletcher. If I'm not mistaken, which is down here. Unlocks the Fletcher, and it looks like it's a straight line. It is, so we don't have to do these two, but we do have to have a sawmill. So that's another one of those things that I want to look at and see where we're going to put that and why, so that we can actually have Fletcher here. We wanted the Fletcher for the shopping, for the farmers market. And speaking of the farmers market, let's go down for a second. Let's find where the school is. Nope, the school is on this side because that's how we get down. And there we are. So we're going to come here and go down, and I'm going to turn on the light here because it's going to be very dark. Not just because it's night, but because we're in old growth forest. So this is actually the mystic site. This large keg here from Shire is the mystic site, and we like it a lot. I'm going to take these off. Do you think I have a thing against wild? I do. I have a thing against these wildfires going on here. So let's just put a torch right there for right now. Oh, except that then I don't have one. I forgot. I won't have a torch. I won't have a lantern if I give my lantern away. So I'm just going to take it down. Look how long that takes when you do it by hand. There we go. And where'd it go? Let me look here. There it is. Okay. So I can hold it because that's what I need to do. Okay, I'm just removing the torches right now because I don't want to have a lot of them. We can save them and give them back to them, and that'll be fine. There are some places I'm not removing them right away, but these on here I definitely can do. Can I reach that? I bet I can't. Okay. And here we are for now. So what time of night is it? It is sunrise. Yay! It's almost time. So what we were talking about was we have a new barracks and we have a second courier. We hired a druid who wanted to be here but did not want to be in the capacity of a druid. She wants to have a family and wants to have a life away from fighting, so she has decided to be a courier. Now I don't think we have any mortals actually at, and I'm going to put her name down. We don't have any mortals at Arnaaluk, but I have had them in the past. And so she is a logistics specialist. And she is working here, and she lives up above. And then Watson, who we saw, whose name is not on here either. And I think we'll have Watson. Watson actually came in, I think, before her. Watson. Like a Sherlock Holmes Watson. Watson. Okay. Okay. So Penelope and Sadie are in this location. This is a level 1 courier, level 1 guard. Both of them Arcology, and this hallway is an Arcology hallway. We're going down to a level 1. This is a level 1 underwater base hospital spa. This is the one that has the pools. And then over here, this is a level 1 Arcology guard tower. And yeah, we could actually do that. We could put the nether miner down here, who is our ambassador to the nether. We could put them down there. I would prefer not to have one here. And I see some things in that area. There's a tree that was there, and we'll look at those later. Let's go continue. So this is the retreat that's going to be like a Disneyland for them. This is where they will come to play and to experience living in the woods the way druids actually love to do, with wonderful places under the trees to sit and eat and talk to people and enjoy. And over here we have the farmers market, and this morning on Twitch we added to the market, and here we are. So we now have the Fletcher right here, and over here we have an alchemist because it looks really nice in this spot. This is the cookery right here, and over here we're going to have a bakery, and this is produce. This is a farmer right there. This is the entrance to this area. And the flowers, we can't seem to get a flower market because we don't have anything that separates. For instance, you can have a farmer without having a field. You can't have a flower person without having some place to grow flowers, unfortunately. So because of that, we're just going to have the flower market be a part of the farmers market. And when we were thinking about that, we were thinking that we could maybe put it together, like put something in the farmer's area for the florist, but I'm not ready to do that right now, and so we won't. So there's the tavern, and over here in this direction is town hall, and up in the trees are all the housing. So we have 3 builders, and I think one of them might still be working on a house. I don't know for sure. Let's go up and look and see. We need to change into a, hello, Colton, 23 books. Yeah. We need to change into a mermaid again. And so I think I'm going to hide in here. We've got 2 couriers here, but they're at the other end. And we're just going to stay right here for a minute and do our Superman thing. Before someone comes. Okay. So now we're magical again. And let's look at our, let's look at Brittany, at Cade, and at Leandro and see what they're doing. So Leandro isn't doing anything. Cade isn't doing anything. And Brittany is working on a residence. And she has started working on the special residence, the one that we are making for Aaron. And it's going to be an experimental house. It's very big, it's going to take a while for her to work on it. It's going to take a lot of materials, especially acacia. So we will probably have acacia, will probably begin to have, whoa, look at that. Look at the stuff she's found here. Hold on, I'll show you. Look at this. Let's get a pickaxe and let's remove these actual emeralds. Hold on. I'm having a sip of juice. And 1, 2. So that's 2 emeralds. We'll put them right here. And the coal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Do I see any more? I do not. So 15 pieces of coal. All right, and we'll put these here with stuff that's going to go to Arnaaluk to be processed. So we've got coal and we've got those. Do I want to wall this part up? I don't know what she's working on, how it fits, so I think I'll just repair it just in case we are messing up her perfect wall here. So we'll just put this part right here like that, and she can remove it if she wants. And there we are. It's raining, so no one's working, and she is probably waiting for far down is the actual hut block here. I think it's down on this side, pretty far down right here. The entrance to this place, yep, here it is right here. And notice we went back to see if it was going to interfere with the mine, because it is right on the mine. and we'll see what happens. This is going to be an experiment to see if this interferes with the mine, having that building there. I know that cavern is all underground, and they still have to have a mine and miner and that sort of thing, but they can at least put them at the same level as the main levels of the buildings. And so that's one of the things that we looked at. So the downstairs here, I believe, is at 119, but let me look again. 116. So we know for sure they're not going to dig in this area. So we can bring buildings down to level 116, and we actually have some. And there, over there, you can see across the way the farmers area that is underneath the meadows. It's partially underneath the old growth forests too, but it's underneath. And let's go down for a moment. Now these aren't going to change. We're specifically using the wood ones because we like the way it looks. These are Arcology's hallways, and we like that. So right here, I think that this actually has one of these in this direction and in this direction. And then we have that section right there. And that's good. It's probably that. This is coming down too far, isn't it? I think so. Let's put that there. And there we are. So we have two of these farms right here. And then we have room for another builder. And the other builder, yay, she started growing. Excellent. Parnell is growing peppers, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. And then the next thing we'll grow is corn, because we need a third farmer, or a farm level 3, in order to build. I could use a farm for corn when we look at what we can grow here. We can grow corn. That is Minecolonies corn right there. We can grow mint, which we don't need to. Onions, which we don't need. Potatoes. Tomatoes, which we cannot grow at Arnaaluk. Carrots. Garlic, all of that Arnaaluk can grow. Eggplant. What they can't grow is peppers. And so we're doing peppers here. And yeah, that's it. So peppers, tomatoes, and corn. So the third field is going to be a cornfield. Now, I think this is the larger field that we put here. Let's look at Hive and see what it says. Isn't that pretty? Let's look at Hive and see how many different fields we have. Infrastructure, fields under agriculture, a full field, a tiny field. So let's go out and let's see what a tiny field looks like. I know we're doing this in the rain. We probably shouldn't. It's raining out there. It's not raining here. I can pull out my sleeping bag and plop down and go to sleep. And there we are. So I'm going to come up to here, come down into this area. Let's make this rise up. Look at that. That's the moon. That's the moon setting. A full moon setting. Let's raise this up so I can see what it looks like. So this is what we would be talking about. Having one of these. Let's do a level 5. And there it is. So this would be a small field, and I really, really like that. So let me X this. We're just going to find a place to put it. So we'll come back down into here. That's going to be quite pretty. So we have a builder who's back here, and their shop is located right here, right off of this farm. We have another entrance here. Let's see what happens if we try and put this here. Let's X. Let's come here and let's get fields, the tiny field, level 1, and let's see if we can find the doorway, the matching doorway. I'm not seeing a doorway there. Is that a doorway? Yeah, I think it is a doorway. See that? See what's happening there? So let me put this here and see where it is. Bring this down. And let's see, in relationship, this is what we have to be careful about. In relationship to this, that just went on, and this is what we've got here. Let's go over to this side where this is, and let's take a pickaxe and pick out, because we have to find the hut block anyway. We don't have a hut block yet. So there's the up, and yeah, this is just going to, it looks like just going to be a field. So it's facing the wrong way. Let's have it face the other way so that the hut block is here. There's the farm piece right there. So see that right there, and that right there. Okay, that's not the way it's supposed to be though. See, that door is wrong. So I am going to turn it back around. That's a secondary door. This is the main door, because of the shape of it and where it is. So we should be able to see this part of the door right here, but we'll just take this away so that we can, and let's continue back until we get to the hut block, which is of course just the decoration piece, which is right there. That's what we're looking for, is that piece right there, and that's good. So I like this being here. The only other place we could put it is over there as a part of these, but I don't think I want to. Parnell is here. We could have Simeon be here. This is probably closer to his actual location as far as coming down and working on the field is concerned. Let us do this. So level 1, assign a builder. We're going to assign Leandro to work on this. Nope. We're going to assign Brittany to work on it. And there we go. And we're going to stop Brittany from working on the house for right now. The house is a luxury for Aaron. And yeah, we are going to build it. But I would like to get some other things done first. So we're going to come over the top of the rabbit farm and drop down right here where Brittany is, right here. She stopped anyway. She probably needs, she needs some tools is probably what she needs. So we're going to cancel the residence for right now.
It is a fine morning.
Field, and sure enough, she needs a pickaxe. So that means she's out of the pickaxes in the warehouse. So we're going to go and make her some. And here we are. So if they haven't been delivered, it's probably because they don't exist. So let us sort. There we are. And then let us look for iron first. And there it is. And then let us look for sticks. So we've got iron in 2 different places. Let's take half of this. Let's put this away. Let's put these back up. We're looking at Brittany's stuff. There's plenty of stone. There's plenty of iron axes, but there aren't any iron pickaxes left. Let's get some sticks. Sticks. And we have 162 right here. And we'll take the 64 this time. We've got boots. This wheat is, we're going to have to watch the carrots. Hold on, let me look at carrots. OT. We have enough. Good. Okay. Because remember, we have a farm, a rabbit farm. So not just medication. We actually need carrots for the rabbit farm. At least they're not using them for food yet. So, we'll do it that way. Let's get a pickaxe. And we need iron pickaxe. There it is. And let's put this here. And this. How many am I going to make? 1, 2, 3, 4. That should hold her for a little bit. You'll see one of the couriers, unless it's nighttime, one of the couriers is going to come and get the sticks, the pickaxes for her. And we've got that done. So she has something to do. The guys don't. And this is what we're going to look at. There's a couple things that can't be done. We haven't done the research for a Fletcher, so they can't do a Fletcher. They might be able to do a bakery. Let me come over here and see. Simeon, what are you waiting for?
Do you need something?
You tell me. Do you need something? Oh, you're waiting for things to grow. Okay, fine. Let me look at the farms. 26 blocks from here. I guess it's okay. We'll leave that. And I think he's fine. Let me see if this can be built. If it can, we'll have Cade build it. Build options. The builder is Cade. Upgrade the building? Oh, he did already. Oh. Now these haven't been built yet. This is an alchemist, and I know that we need research. to do an alchemist. See, build, Cade, build a building, build a university, and unlock it. So we can't have that right away. And the same with the Fletcher, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, I could have done it that way. Look, the door is right there. If I'm not mistaken with the Fletcher, it's the same thing. Cade, build. Yep. So we still have all of that to do. And we'll work on that later. Yes, the Fletcher piece is right there, but this is going to rearrange itself when we get closer. It is sunset. Why do I not have the cook working yet? Because the chef, because we're at level 1 and we don't actually need the chef to do anything right now. So that's what we're looking at so far. The restaurant owner is happy, and we're bringing some bronze level foods from Arnaaluk to be used here because they're not getting used up in Arnaaluk, and so it works out perfectly to be able to serve those foods here. And so now I just have to figure out what these two guys are going to be doing. So I think we're up against the line. I think we don't have anything for them to do. I think we have enough houses right now. We could bring them up to the level 2. I think we're coming up against the level 2. And that we should go ahead and begin the level 2s. So one thing about, let's just put that there for a second, take this down to make that walk actually match right there. If we want, we can begin to have the builders work on the level 2s of their place while they're waiting to do another project. And that way, if no other projects come up, it's obvious that we need to move on to a level 2. So build options, this is Leandro, if I'm not mistaken. Upgrade the building, and it is. And then we can look and see what both of them need. Both of them have the same kind of builder's shop. Brittany is already a 2. And we'll see how we feel. I'm really just giving them this to do while we decide what else needs to be done. Builder is Cade. Upgrade the building. Okie dokie. Do we have a lot of stuff here? I'm not going to use this. I don't think they need quite this much of this. So we'll take it away. And that looks good. Let's come to here. And all of this looks fine for right now. We could take that, but let's leave it for now. They're not using these yet. These are mine that they've just collected. So hold on a second. I'm getting Java, a message from Java showing up on my screen here. Okay. And there we go. So yeah, the scaffolding is not something that they have to worry about. And everything else is everything. So let's come here. And what did I get? We'll find out right now. We need cobble. This cobble is going back to Arnaaluk to be made into. Let's bring this down and see all those flowers that I have there, and the torches. Those are all things that they that belong to them. These do not. So we'll put these back in my stuff. And here we go. So yeah, so that's what they'll work on for right now. I'm going to go over to the warehouse. I don't think I'm going to be able to see anything that anyone is working on. I can look at housing. Let me have this so that I don't trip on something. I can look at the people and see if there is somebody who wants to stay, who we would like to stay. It's a meeting of the minds. A meeting of the minds. And I've got someone here, and it is Raylan. Raylan, we do have Kravitz's. Raylan's getting ready to leave, I believe. But let me look. No, she's just exploring. Let's bring up skills for a second. Mana is good. Focus is okay. And Enchanter is mana and knowledge. The mana and knowledge are in a good place. Raylan, we have Riley, who is the nurse. Let me look at mana again here. So doctor is also mana and knowledge. I think Riley is still higher. I just want to wait. I want to have someone who's just a little bit more experienced. I know they can grow into their jobs. I know all of that. This is how we do it. This is how I want to do it. Okay, so I have that person I just looked at. Here's Chandler right here, and Chandler has a lot of focus, but we don't have, hi Chandler, but she doesn't have anything else right now. And this is Davian. I like Davian. And these are all, see how young they are? They're all like first year students at the university. And so that's the reason. One of the reasons that I'm not taking them on. And let's go to the warehouse. It's sunrise. I'm going to go to the warehouse for a second and see if we have any minerals that we haven't picked up. We're going to go to Arnaaluk and look at things. So we can sort again, and then let's come here and look for iron. So we don't have any iron that isn't processed there. Emeralds, we don't have any. Gold, we don't have any. Redstone, no. And coal. Oh, we have two. Yay, yay, Aaron. So we have two pieces from here. Oh, and we have copper. So we'll take these back. And I already have some things gathered here. I'm not taking all these flowers back, so let's bring them down. These are staying here, as well as this. This is one of theirs, I believe. So I'm going to put it here for right now. And the torches. are staying here. Those are theirs. So let's put all of this away. Beak. And there we go. And then let's bring these up and put them away. Put this here. This here. Where are you supposed to be? Right here, I think. And that takes care of pretty much everyone. We are packed. And now we can head off. There's Lilith. And there's Deleza. And we should use this. And both of them have started building. And this is a good thing. So from here, from the town hall, we can walk through this archway, this natural archway, and get to the farmer's market archway. Now we can cut through the farmer's market, and right here, we walk off in this direction. We're headed towards the balloon platform. And we can come over here. We can see there is a little bit of a walkway in this area. So we're going to head down to, or over. We're going to head over to Arnaaluk. So here is where we're going to put our luggage. So let's take everything out. Oh, why did I keep this? Let's leave that there. And we're putting it in our, we're putting it in the luggage. And then we can come up here and get on and take a last look at these beautiful, beautiful, tall, majestic, gorgeous forests from the balloon while we're waiting for the driver. And when we get tired of doing that, we can take out our map and look at things, and we will probably fall asleep and wake up at Arnaaluk. We've made this trip a lot. There's lots of pretty things to see on the trip. There actually are. Okay. And we'll come down. So now we can get our things from the luggage holder, cargo bay. There we go. And we're going to pass through the waiting area for the balloon. And then we're going to take the elevator down right here, down to the main travel center. And here we are. I don't have a free hand, so hold on for a second. Let's have this be here. Just for a minute, so I'm not holding them. Michaela is doing something. What's going on, Michaela? What are you looking at? What's happening there? Is it leaking or something? Yeah, no, I don't think so. Okay. Michaela is running the dress shop just off of the Trees Hotel. We just came out of one of the doors of the travel center, and there's a taxi waiting. This is a submarine taxi that goes to the town hall, but we don't need a taxi right now.
Those
Zaria,
baked potatoes hit the spot.
Oh, they did. Excellent. Zaria's in good shape. She's got, let's put these here for a second. Since we're here, she has lots of teas and lots of baked salmon. But that turns out only to be one. The kimchi and the spicy eggplant are one. And she does have some congee. Let's see what she's got in the fridge. She doesn't have enough of those to give back to the warehouse to freeze. And so she's doing fine. I think that Michael is fine. But we'll go and check for just a second on Michael. He has this beautiful restaurant here. It's all ready for evening. Look at the view that they have. It's just so cool. They get to see so many things. They can actually see when the balloon arrives. So if someone at the hotel was waiting for the balloon, they could actually come here and have dinner. And then they would see the balloon arrive and know how much time they had. And hello, Michael.
Good to see you, mate.
Good to see you too. And how is he doing? So he's doing pretty good. I don't see too many mutton, the steak dinners. I think I have too many of these. Let me look for a minute. But I actually don't. I have 364s of them. He's got dessert, and look at the peppers. We're growing peppers. We've got peppers. And here, he's got some different foods, some breakfast foods, and some things like that. These steak dinners and these are extras, and let me see how much extra they are, because I think they need to go back to the warehouse. So the fish, no. The steak, yes. Let's see how many steaks. Yeah, that one's going back. This can go into the freezer, his freezer, and this one goes into the warehouse. Let's see if that disappears. 1, 2, and 3. He's got enough bread. And that, I think, is all that we can do. 1, 2, 3. I just don't want him to have a whole lot of things. This concerns me a little. Did I see any borscht, actually? We could take these and put these in, the congee. He is supposed to be serving us? I don't know. If he is, I'm not sure he is. So let me look for a second. The congee can definitely go up here. The yogurt, I see that one. Let's put this one here. And those are going back. And where's the borscht? These are borscht. These right here. And there's a polenta. So we can put the polenta in. And I don't see any soup, do you? I don't. All right, so we'll put the potato soups here and see if anyone's actually eating them. And we'll put the polenta back and this. So he's got too many of these and these. And this can be put here. I would say that he shouldn't have any of this, the squash or the polenta. But they should go back in the freezer. he has the small ones. This is his refrigerator. The others, they actually have like a little tiny refrigerator, and he has a room. And so we'll do that. So now we've got a ton of things to take to the warehouse. The question is which warehouse? And I think what we're going to do is take these to the other warehouse. And it would be curious. So we have the two places where the taxi can go. But one of the places is not the other warehouse. And that would be curious to think about whether we want to have a taxi station at the other warehouse. So people come down here and they can go down this hallway to the main corridor. And then we were just on the monument corridor, so we'll take the main corridor. Why don't we go through the Sakura apartment buildings to the farm corridor, and we'll just go ahead and take that one back. So the second makers area is beyond the farms. And we're just going to walk this walk, although Corinne is here. We could look at Corinne and see how she's doing. Everyone's asleep, I think, now. I think it's late. So she has what she needs. She has 3 of these and 2 of those. She's got lamb stews, and she has corn chowder, quiche, and yogurt. And I think that's everything. Nope. Here's the rest of what she has. She has kebabs. Good for her. And she's got plenty of those. Did we just see some of these steak dinners on the other side? Corn chowder, veggie and veggie. So corn, 2, 3, and let me look at this side. What is that? That's corn chowder there. So she has too many. So these go back. They're not partials. So they go back. Corn, squash. And then over here. Wow, look at this. Yeah. There's a full 64 and a 64, and they can't do anything more right now. In her refrigerator, she has some partials of some things, but right now, that's what she has. Veggie soup would be fun to serve at Pitti. To actually serve veggie soup, because it's bronze level, so level 1s can eat it. But we're trying to use up food and trying to make them a little self-sufficient by having them enjoy rabbit. They are druids after all. Do we have anything here? No. And here, how much do I have? I have more than will fit in there. So I'm just going to go ahead. Whoa. Did you see that? Wow. These are all 64s. The food. Oh, this belongs to somebody. I took it. I think it belongs to Corinne. And so we'll take that back and we'll put these in. Now the cobblestone is used by the crusher to make gravel, and then the gravel can be made into sand. Both of those things the crusher can do, and that's how we get our concrete. So we definitely need that. The other way that we get things is that we sell stuff. And we don't have any bows right now. that we want to sell. There is some corn here that we've bought. Ah, there's bone. I forgot to check and see if there was any bone at the place. Look at all this meat here. Let's take half. And let's look at these. So the nation, the mermaid nation of Tana, has a buyback for certain enchantments, and one of them is Curse of Vanishing. So if we see something with Curse of Vanishing, the mermaid nation actually will pay triple the going price for it, just to get it back. See this right here, the rotten flesh? That is to be returned to the skeletons. We are using bone, and we have permission to use bone. We have to get special permission to use flesh, and there's only one time when we need to use it, and so we don't use it. And I'm going to put these, we're going to take these and put to the warehouse and put them in a special container. The waters go to other cities. They buy them the way we buy small water bottles because they're easier to carry. So they buy them for guards, for knights, and for archers and druids to hold, to have when they're in the field. So that is something. Let's just put, not this, taking that with us. Let's just put all of this in here, and this will be taken to the yellow submarine at the main warehouse and put in so it can be shipped back. This is going back to Corinne, and I can take it back to her in just a moment. Let me see what he's working on. He's still stuck on something. This is Case, who's working on this building, and he is waiting for what they all are waiting for: concrete to leather. And so we'll have to check and see what exactly is holding him up. Ryan is here. Ryan finally finished the level 3, and she is now working on the level 4 of the cookery. And we're not, oh, we can't see something. Yay! Dark oak planks, diorite panel. So we'll look at our makers in this area and see if any of them didn't get one of the recipes that the other makers have already. So Avery is one of 3 stone masons. And let's come here to the cutter, teach, and sure enough, the diorite panel. So we'll teach that. And I think that's the only thing. Yes. Okay. Let's come over to here. This is our Fletcher right here. And we'll just make sure that there isn't anything there. The dye shop, I think all the dye shop's crafting is not done with a cutter. And then here is, oh, there's something different. Yes, he's got coal and he's got sand. Now, I put sand in here, and it is full. So more sand went in, but nothing got taken out. See that right there, where it's all still sitting here? So this is interesting. So let's take all of this and put this here for the people who are building. And when Tristan comes back, he can manage those furnaces where the glass is being made. And Mildred, I don't know, a blast furnace? I can check and see. I don't think it's hers. Let's look at the cutter for a second. Oh, look at this. That's right. I forgot about them learning how to make these ice pieces. Let's teach again. It's gone. Excellent. Okay, so Mildred is going to learn about refrigeration so that she can put a new refrigerator in the third. Sorry about that. In the third cookery, which Ryan is working on. So everyone's gotten up for breakfast. Some people are quite hungry, and we'll let them continue on to the restaurant. Other people are headed for work, have eaten already, and they're headed for their jobs. We're going to take these steak dinners back to Corinne. And they're going to go into, there she is, she's sitting right there. Why is she sitting there? Yeah, see, she has enough. And so we can put this under here because it's not a whole amount. And there's Corinne now. And Corinne is feeding everyone. And then going upstairs and getting the orders for the other people. That's one of our builders, actually, right there.
'Tis a fine morning.
What is it, Lena? And what are you waiting for? And there it is. But she's going to get it. She's waiting for 33. Nice. And the gray, she's still waiting on some of these pieces. Block of gold is going to be delivered. The doors are going to be delivered. The purple bed, wait, let me just look. Oh, she's not there anymore. Let's come to here. Yes. Easy. Looking for Elena right here. And let's look at that bed. And it says it still needs to be made, so we'll check with our newest Fletcher and see if she can make it. I'm not sure. I think other people would say, why have more than one? Because then you have to teach them. And we have more than one because we have a lot of people. And they all need jobs. So that's why. And let's look for a purple bed she does not have. So let's do purple. Bed. We actually want this one right here. Shall we wait for the white? Sure, why not? There it is. Oh no, that can't be done that way. Hold on, I did it wrong. Crafting, I forgot. That's not the one that she can make. She can make this one down here, which means we need a piece of oak. And for the bed, we would need something else, but this isn't. Here we go, oak. So let us come here. So we might need some more jungle. We definitely need acacia, and we'll look at those mounts.
There's no such thing as bad weather, just
No?
a bad attitude about it.
Really? All right, this is the bed we're supposed to be making. This one down here, this is the one that she can make.
Thunderbolts and lightning, very, very
And
frightening.
it is definitely raining. And then
Can't
let's
work
come
during this terrible
here
rain. I'll catch something.
I can help you with that.
and teach the purple bed. This is the one. Oops, we just missed it. Wait, we can't do that one. Let's try that again. Let's see if we can get it right away. Teach recipe. Ready? Oh, shoot. See, there's no way to do it. So let's just do, what do we need to do that? White bed? Yeah, that is what we need. I'm just gonna wait for it to come back around. There it is. Wait. Oh. I'm right here with the dye shop, teaching recipes, teach again. I want them to dye the bed. Now it's working. Jeez. Okay.
I actually really enjoy rain.
There we go. So that's something they can do. What is going on with this? What is this? Let's remove these. Let me see. Hover over ingredient to bookmark it. Hover over ingredient to remove it. How do we remove it? Let's take the bookmark off. Ah, I found it.
I actually really enjoy the rain.
Still raining. This one's not showing. Is anything? This one's still pressed down. And this is pressed. And no builder. We'll just leave those. Okie dokie. Let's put this away. Yes. So, let's come to, let's look at Case. We looked at already, and he's waiting. We could look at the farms and see
Tis a
how
fine
they're
morning.
doing. He should get these. We do have that available, and so he should get those. If it takes too long, why don't we do
Great to
this?
see you.
I want to do this because I'm going to be here for a while. I'm going to be here for at least another half hour of Earth time. So I'm going to look at that. Lane is not over full. And he does have, look at the cheese. So he is supposed to be making pizza. What do you see that's missing from here? Doesn't have any durum. Oh, are we out of it? Oh, that would be wild if we're out of durum wheat. We might be. I have to check both warehouses. Might as well start with this one. And let's come here and let's look for durum. Have to be careful because we don't want anything to happen to the hut block here either, so we have to be careful about what we do around these warehouses as well. And we're searching for Durham. So we have 18,000, so that's not the problem. And speaking of the 18 that we have, I will check and ask him to re-ask for that. It's 5:45, it's almost 6 o'clock in the evening. And now it is 6 o'clock. They go home in a half hour. And so we're just going to request that he ask again. Wait.
Good to see you.
So butter he has. He's not asking for Durham. Ooh. He's not asking for it. Oh, that is interesting. And yet he can't make pizzas unless he has it. Interesting. Let me look at the recipe for apple pie. The apple pie recipe is Durham and sugar, and he is not showing a single bit. So I'm going to, and he's not asking for it. So I'm going to deliver. Let's see if I can get around it. Every once in a while, it's random, it seems. You have to do something. It's like, well, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. That's what we're talking about. Okay, so let's come here and sort. Let's come here and let's find Durham wheat. And there it is right here. And let's take, I have a bunch of them. So I'm going to give 3 to each. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And I think I need 3 more. So our bakers are gray. We're going to take some back to gray right now and see if he is having trouble getting Durham too. Let's come here and look. No, he's fine. So we're going to increase that to 64. And then I could, do I have a fridge? Oh, he's using this fridge. Right, he is. So we'll give him, where to go? 16. We'll give him that 16, and everything else seems okay. He does have room. He does have butter, and so he does have things that he can do. And he can make pizza, and he doesn't need all the glass and the empties. But he's waiting to recycle is what he's doing. Okay, let's go to the next baker. Greta and Azrael will appreciate Gray holding on to his recyclables until he can properly dispose of them. Ooh. Well, that was a nice reminder. Oh yeah. I'm streaming later than I normally do, and that's why you're hearing that reminder. Hold on for a second. Today's the 20. Oh no. Today is the 26th. Okay. And so let me do something here because I can't forget. So we'll just make it ring at a different time. And there it is. Okay, good. It's a reminder to pay bills. All right, and so we're headed towards Lane, and Lane's the one who is showing that he is not getting any. And we're going to put it, we can put it with the rest of his foods. This is, see, oh, I didn't look at the invisible one. I did not look at the invisible one. Wow, okay. So I'm just going to put I think I'm going to put this back. I just realized that I'm not looking at the invisible. He has an invisible rack. And what I should just go ahead and do is replace it. But then every once in a while when I come in, it'll be invisible again. So let's just go ahead and let's come here and we'll have them put all of this back. We can't take any to Pitti because we don't have a cook yet. We have a cook. We don't want him to start working. He's actually doing research right now. Let's put this up so that we remember that that's where that belongs. And that was, yeah. I'm so glad I looked at that. So I hope what that means, you know, I'm judging by Lane, and it's possible that Leonard and Franklin don't have any. And if they don't, then what I can do is cancel the requests. We're headed into the university dormitories. We're using them to cross over into the university area. We're going to start with Franklin at the back. Franklin and Nina are working at university food outlets, university eateries. So Nina is here and has the cafe right here. And we can look and see if she is doing okay. She definitely has pizza. She also has bread. And she has one of the dinners. Let's see what's in the fridge. Is just bread. She's got a lot of things missing, mostly vegetable things. And dessert. So let's go over to Franklin right here. And let's see what Franklin has. And you're going to say, I put away that stuff too soon. No, I didn't. Look at that. There's her pizzas. These are mushroom pizzas. Let's take them out and give them to her. I'm going to save the couriers the trip by giving these to her right now. And there we go. And I'm going to continue. And let's come over this way. And we're on our way. We have to do the same over here as we would do in Pitti. We're not going to do any research right now. We're waiting for our kids to graduate, and we've got a couple kids. Ariana is the professor, Beatrice is a professor, Eli is a professor and curator of the museum, Fabian is a professor and librarian, the head librarian. Kiara is a professor. She's a planter who doesn't have a plantation. She doesn't have a farm because the farms aren't working properly. Travis is one of our kids, And he's in second year. Whitley's in second year. Dante is in second year. Solomon, William, all in second year. So we could have them move into the dorms and have their parents go back to work, the ones who have parents who don't live in this area. So for instance, Beatrice, Eli and Cindy, Eli and Cindy are university researchers. He runs the museum, and I don't know that there's any room for him. I think that's why he's here, that there isn't any room for him here. Let's look and see what's going on. And there are people who are hungry. And let's look. So Cindy's here. Cindy's a researcher. Adeline is our prodigy, our child prodigy, and she is learning right now. She's graduated already, ahead of her class. Khalid is here, and he's working on his manna right now. Michael is the dean of the university, and June is actually a druid, and if she wants to stay with her kids or stay with we have Elaine working, we're going to switch them out. So June has been staying with the kids. We're going to have Elaine get a chance to stay with the kids,
very, very frightening.
and we'll have June come in and take her place. So we'll come right to here. And I don't think we're going to find June that easily. Let's go over to here.
Oh, so cold and wet.
And let's come. And so June is at the bottom of this list. If I'm not mistaken. Yes. So we're going to have her be here. And we're going to hire Elaine to be here. And June is going to be working from this one right here. And there we go. And then let's come to the housing for a minute. And in this house, this house is Michael and Beatrice live here permanently. Khalid lives here permanently. Khalil, not Khalid. Khalil lives here permanently. Sorry, Khalil. And over here, this is Travis, Adeline. They're living with Sydney and Eli. Cindy and Eli will probably live here. Oi! Okay, Mr. Villager. Permanently. We'll see what happens. And here, no one's here. And so, where? Wait, where? So if they're there and no one's there, does that mean, yes, that's exactly what it means. Let's come back here. How are you? ¿Cómo está você? And here they are. And so now no one's here. But we're going to put Elaine here. She's going to be asleep in the master bedroom. So let's have Elaine sleep here. And because these are her kids with June. And June and Elaine are raising their little family in this house right here. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. And I think the kids are still close enough. Yeah, 60's okay. I know I was thinking that I was going to move everybody, but these sets of kids, their parents are actually university workers, and the druids that are Elaine and June. They can work in this area until the kids actually have their own lives, have jobs, and go out and start making their own lives. And so that is what we're looking at. So there goes some, yeah, those are explorers who were visiting. And that's what we've got. Okie dokie. So let's decorate. Let's decorate for a bit. So remember we have, although we said we were going to look at some foodstuffs. And then we can decorate? Sure. Let's come down here. Let's see how much durum. There's 18 in the other warehouse. Let's see how much is here. So we don't need any. We absolutely need wheat. And we're going to grow it on durum fields. We're going to rotate the crops and actually grow different food. So we're going to do durum on the wheat fields. Actually, the other way around. Strike that. Reverse it. We're going to do wheat on the durum fields. Let me see if we have any tomatoes. We do. If we have any nether peppers. Actually, we do. Pepper. We don't have quite a lot. We have bells. We need to order peppers for Arnaaluk. Nether peppers. I like writing, actually, which is why I do paper. I know that it's not necessarily the most environmentally friendly, but I use things that are sustainable, and that helps. Let's look for apples for a second. And we'll know. And we don't have any apples. We don't grow apples. We're not growing apples. We order apples and we buy apples, I should say. Let's see how much soy we have. Okay, how much chickpeas we have. Chickpeas are low. So that's another thing that we can look at. And what else? Let's look at eggplant. Whoa, look how little. We'll have to check the other warehouse and see. Eggplant, onion, garlic. Let's hope the other warehouses are showing something. The eggs are fine. I know there's tons at the other warehouse. We need to check the bows here, because we're going to use those to buy things. We're going to use the buyback. This is mending, power, curse of vanishing. We don't have that many. Interesting. Look at that. Look at the coal. We do have saddles. We can check saddles. Let's sort for a second. And now we just sorted, and now let's come back here and look and see. Yeah, we don't have a lot of bows. Let's look at saddles, DDL, and we have a ton. Whoa, we have a ton of saddles. So we're gonna go up. I believe they're upstairs. Let's see if we can find them. Somebody's leaving doors open. Gee, I wonder who that is. Couldn't be the ambassador, could it? Oh, and it was downstairs. We didn't give it a proper look. See, sure enough, there they are right here. And let's take all of these out. This is what we're going to use to buy the things that we need. We're going to buy them with saddles because saddles bring a wonderful price. And this is really cool. So let's put these here. And these are going back to, oops. I needed a second amount there. Let's take these. No. Let me put this back for a second. There we go. Okay. I have a water on me. That water got left. And so all of that goes here. How many are there? Ah, we have things already here that are going. And let's look at what we've got. We've got a curse of vanishing, and we have 16 and 6 is 22. 22 saddles will fit in this chest. So we can take these out. How am I doing? To the bim. I'm a little nervous about the fact that tomorrow I'm going to be part of an event, and my Twitch stream at 10 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time is going to be a charity event for the Trevor Project, and that is a part of the end of Pride Month. It is a Pride weekend celebration, and celebrate for all of us who celebrate gender spectrum, just the gender spectrum period. And so I was invited to be one of the people who participated in the raid. It's a raid train on Twitch, and so those things always make me a little nervous, probably because the people who are watching are people who are new. And so that is what makes me a little bit nervous. But other than that, I'm doing okay today. E você? Como está você? How are you? And all right, so we were looking at the fact that we have to rotate the fields. We have plenty of durum and we have no wheat, but we'll check and see. We might have wheat at the other warehouse. And I guess we do use peas for something, for some dish. Let me just put peas here. And let me look and see if there's such a thing. It might not be Minecolonies foods, so that's why I'm checking at Minecolonies, and let me see what food we have. And sure enough, peas are there. And so there are dishes that have peas in them. I don't think we've been getting any recently. You're doing good? Just a little rush today? Rushing? Yeah. Yeah. This isn't today. This is for the event is on Twitch tomorrow. And but that's a good way to think about it. That you would just be there. That's a nice way to think about it. I'm going to think about talking to you. And that'll be fun. Let's go once again to the other warehouse. So going back and forth between the two warehouses means that I move back and forth between all the different chunks of this large city-state, this druid sanctuary, and it sort of makes sure that people are working, because if you get too far away, they do stop working, and you do have to check on that. So we're going to go down and look and see what's in the other warehouse before we adjust the fields. But judging from the fact that the other warehouse doesn't have any animal wheat at all, we might want to do something about that. But let's see what happens here. Let's start with sorting for a second. Go back and sort, and then let's come here and let's do wheat. And see, we have 14,000, so we don't have to worry. We have 60,000 seeds, and that's what we have to worry about. So let's find some. Look at this. We're being overtaken. So we're going to get 3 rows. Why don't we do this? We're going to get a chest of seeds. Every once in a while, we pack up a chest of seeds specifically to go to villages or city-states that need to feed chickens, or need to grow wheat. And so we get this ready for them. So we're going right here, and we're going to put these in here, and they will go off to the people that the nation of Tana says are most in need. So we're holding on to 3 of those, and we'll do that. Ma. All right, and oh wait, so that was only that. Let's look at the other foodstuffs before we order, just to make sure. Peppers. And we definitely need nether peppers. Apples. And we need apples. Chickpeas. And we actually don't need chickpeas. So chickpeas we're not going to order at this time. So we'll take that off our list of things we need to order. However, I forgot to check for salmon and stuff. Let's do just regular peas. We don't have any. So we do need to order regular peas. And then salmon. And I don't have to check the meat. Salmon is doing okay, and cod. Cod is a little low, but I don't want to order it. I think there's some actually, I think there's some at the other warehouse. So that's it. We're just gonna get peas, and we've improved our iron. We've gotten more iron and gotten more coal, which is good. And iron, which is good. So we're going to take some iron back for Pitti. Oh, and look what we found. Let's just give Pitti 3 of these, and we'll put them here. So we're going to give Pitti 3 stacks of iron, 3 rows, so a full chest. Essentially, that's a full chest of iron. See these right here? Let's see. These are all fine. Let's take these and add these to the ones that we had already. So we had, I think 22, and this will give us 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 28, which is nice. There's some apples. Yay! We do have some apples. So now we have more saddles that we can sell, and this is going to pay for peas and nether peppers and apples. Lots of apples. Ooh, sweet berries. Sweet berries. We have a decent amount. I don't think I'm going to order them this time. And that, I think, takes care of everything here. And so all we're doing actually is waiting, is waiting for the
If you say so.
concrete mixers, and waiting for prismarine, which is interesting. It says that it was going to be done. I'm going to take all of this away and have her ask for it again. I see one of our our botanists right here, Tadeo.
Hi.
And he is not. Why aren't you getting any compost? Cancel. We have a ton of compost, so we'll have him reorder, and we'll see what we can do about that. Ryan has a couple projects back in this area. She has she's absolutely working on this, which is the cookery. She has this flower shop, which is only a level 2, and she has this apartment building. So I think she's going to get some help when the other builders are done with what they're working on. And there we go. Okay. And so yeah, that's what we're doing. Let's come here. I didn't actually look at her, but we'll look for a second. This is Steffi, and Steffi has good. She has way too much tea as usual. She only needs 3, and the other one we can put in the fridge. What's left, which is only going to be 14 teas. She has some coffee. She does have kimchi and spicy. Nope, those are kimchis. And she doesn't have any spicy right now. She does have egg drop soup, which is wonderful. And she has congee, which is good. And she actually has, dun, 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 Yes, she does. She serves sushi, which is a good thing because Greta loves sushi. There's Zaria. That is the courier Zaria, not the restaurant owner. Got a bunch of couriers stopping for early lunch, but they started work super early in the morning, and so they're having an early lunch, and then they're going to get back to deliveries. Was there something we wanted to check and see that he wanted to do that Dex didn't know how to do? That's what I'm thinking about for a minute. Knock, knock. Hello, Dex. Are you here? No, you're having lunch. Let's look. He is making birch slab, which is good. Aha, and he does have jungle stuff. Speaking of which, I know I've got the tea on me. I forgot to put it away. Speaking of which, I'll just wait for a stash box, a post box, and we'll put it in there. I'm intrigued. I didn't check Leonard or Blood. We can look at Leonard or Blood and see how they're doing as far as food is concerned. And there is Blood. She's trying to get kelp down from up there. See the kelp on top? So that's what she does. And Leonard is here. Leonard, are you entertaining? Are you entertaining? Is that what you're doing? What are you doing? Do we need to teach anything? I don't think so. Let's look. He does have things. Leonard, who is this? This
Is there a problem?
It's daytime, but maybe it's your night, huh? Maybe you're that's an interesting What are they talking about? And Khalil's like, I'm looking out the window. How are the colonies doing? They are doing well. They're actually doing okay. I'm looking at, ooh, there's a visitor we haven't seen in a while. This is it Razor Shane? Or Riser, or Reezer. Way, it would be Razor. R-E-I-G-H is Way. So let's say it's Razor. She's Shazen. And this is one of the skin in the game. This is a visitor. And I'm looking at this. Why aren't you getting any
Great to see you.
replacement bows? Cancel.
I can't work like that.
Really? Cancel?
I'm waiting for
What do you mean
something.
a minimum of... What do you mean a minimum of gold? Or... They're all in a row, so I can't see
I'm
the
waiting for
others.
something.
So here's Zio. Okay, so I think I got all three of them that time. Someone is back. There's Archie. And Archie
if you say
has
so.
his bow, which is down pretty low, but Archie joined, is one of the last ones to join. And Zio is first fitness. These are fitness trainers, and they're experts at archery because this is one of the competitions.
I'm waiting for something.
The druids like to do competitions. And why they're not getting any? I can do minimum stock. So let's come here and let's go to bows. Let's just do minimum stock. See, it's not going to show me enchanted bows. So they would just be simple bows, but it would beat them not being able to do anything. So there are 3. So let's do a row of 9
Without this, I can't
bows.
work.
Select and select so that they're not waiting all the time. And then they can get the enchantments on them that they want. We'll have them do enchantments. Have Lillian, the enchanter, do enchantments on those bows. That's my story. And there's our kids all going home. Good night. And their parents. And then the dean of the university. There's Franklin. Franklin lives in a house down at the far end. He's not living with anyone. And so that's where he is. These are explorers going out. And I could have someone here. In other words, when the time comes, June will either go back to her post here, or I could keep her and Elaine together and have them work out of the university corridor, and we can do that. I don't know that I need anyone specific. Everyone's in bed. I'd have to look. I know that I need a fisher, but one of the kids is primed to take that. We don't need to employ or to rescue anyone right now. Clara wants 14 enchanted books, but look at the numbers. Except for mana, which is interesting. But no, because that means that she could get any job. And she's saying, she's acting like she wants to be here, but usually when there's an expensive amount like that, that's essentially saying, I don't want to join because I know you won't pay that amount. And that's what it's essentially like. All right, so we need one more thing to do, and I just passed the stash that I can put the tea in so it can go back to the freezers in the warehouses. So we'll put the tea right here. We need to check on Melinda and Isaac, who are growing trees, so that we can make sure that we are going to get trees, have enough trees for Pitti. We're not cutting the old growth trees. And so we'll come here. Let's go down to where the tree farms are. And we'll look. I think we could take this way. See right here? Here's the tree farms. And let's see what's in the field for a second. Nope, that's a hallway. That's not it. And they are growing spruce. There is jungle, and this is dark oak, jungle, We don't need as much spruce as we need acacia. So we're going to switch out and see if we can get some acacia grown. So Miranda is here. And she's got lots of food. Lots of food. So she's got jungle, dark oak, and so let's look for what she's supposed to be growing. She's growing everything. But I don't see acacia being on. Turn this off. Yeah, we didn't do baobab yet. Let's come here and go to acacia. I see. And it's turned off, so we're going to turn acacia on. And let's come here. And he's got spruce as well. And let's look here. Everything is on, mostly, it looks like. Let's do acacia. And it's turned off. Okay. Let's do dark. And it's turned off. Let's do spruce. And it's turned off. Okay. So those are turned off, so we'll fix that for them as well. So acacia, A, spruce, E, and dark. Definitely need dark. And it's turned off. And oak. And it is on. Okay, good. Okie dokie. So this is Melinda and Isaac's shop here. And here's the trees. And we're not taking back a lot. I shouldn't be taking these things back. These actually go into the warehouse first. We have special containers that we can put all of those things in, and so we'll do that. So yeah, it's just part of the story. Like Dungeons and Dragons, I'm dungeoning and dragoning it. But yes, we have these containers here. We have saddles already here. Those are the ones. And we can add the ones that we have on us to those. Let's get the seeds as well. And we have some place to put all of these things. So let's put the saddles here. Oh, one too many. Look at that. Okay, and then the seeds are all going to grow into these chests to be sent back to Tana. So this is good. Let's go here. There we are. And there's the last of this. So one full chest of that. And that one's still empty. But I think there's enough right now that that we can have it go back to Tana. And that'll give us the money that we need for food for peas and peppers and apples. Apples and peppers and peas. That's what we're gonna get. All right. So let's come back this way. And let's go to Pitti, which means going to the travel center so we can catch the balloon. Just looking right now. And yeah, we have some things going on. And there we are. So we were just checking the tavern. There's some of our, an apple would be good right now. Yes, there's some of our explorers who are doing their maneuvers, their jogging, their physical exercise that they do, that they have to do in their suits, because the suits are heavy and they have to get used to that. Okay. And people are coming to have breakfast at Zaria's restaurant. We have 2 Zarias, remember? And one of them is the chef. And let's go. We have our ticket already. Our luggage has already gone through. And here we are. So we're going up to the balloon. And the balloon's here. Yay! We have stuff to put in here, I believe. We do. We're putting these things in. I forgot the water. I'll leave it there for now. Should I give them the bottle? It seems odd that I forgot it, so maybe I'll have the bottle go to Pitti, and we'll work on that. And so here we are. The door is closed. Look at those fortresses. They're just so beautiful. They're just so beautiful. And then I'm going to take out my magazine and look at it and fall asleep. That's what happens to me on a plane, actually. Most of the time before I even take off, falling asleep. However, I haven't been on a plane in quite some time, so some of the scary stuff that's been going on with there not being enough crew and things like that, and that means air traffic controllers and people who are supposed to make everything safe. Yeah, so here we are. This is Pitti Hamaalakut. Arnaaluk is a retreat. There's someone going up and getting a drink. They are getting a drink at the big keg. We were saying that we were going to maybe build the beehive, and then we changed our mind about that. That Michaela is making more than enough honey, and so we're not going to worry about that. Let's follow both of the logistics specialists, the couriers, back. There we go. this is the stuff that we brought with us, and I'm just going to put it in here, including the bone. So the bone, we have to have a level 2, I think it's a level 2 town hall in order to do that. We didn't bring back any more wood in order to do the graveyard, and we didn't bring any wood back for the 2 builders. So I'm really hoping that we have enough jungle to meet their needs. We're low. Ooh, we might not have enough. Whoa. Let's come here and look. We were right there. And we could have looked. So let's put these here. This can be here. Bring this down and let's continue. Okay, what just happened there? There we are. Let's look at them for just a moment, see how much they need and what is it saying is missing. Actually, if I want to see what's missing, the clipboard will tell us immediately. So yes, Parnell doesn't have enough peppers yet because she's growing them from 10 pepper plants. So Parnell got 10 pepper plants and she's going to expand. From there, Romina is waiting for Bode to grow her some rabbits, and that's what she's waiting on. There we're looking at jungle fence and glass. Ooh, look at how much jungle is there. And our first pieces of glass being requested. This is a level 2, and so we need glass and jungle fence. Now if I want, I can get them to make it, and let's do that. So oak fence, jungle fence, oak slab, all of that can be requested, and we'll see how much we have so far as slab is concerned. We have oak slab, nope, and that's what we're looking. That's a bad cough. That is a very bad cough. You should go see Riley. Riley or Rayleigh? Uh-oh. Here we go again. It's a name. It's a name. What is her name? Her name is Riley. It is. It's Ryleigh. Riley. And so we will check. But man, we actually needed to bring back a whole bunch of things from there. And we didn't actually do that. Hold on a sec. Let me bring this back. There we go. We didn't. We left pretty early. And don't have that. So we're gonna have to go back for those things later. But for right now, I'll see how much jungle we have here, and we can sort of make some of the stuff that's needed. We definitely have enough oak, so let's sort, and then let's come here, and let's put these here for a sec, because I think everything that we need is on the clipboard. And that is fuel, and I'm surprised. I thought I did a bunch of those, but maybe I didn't do enough. And jungle fence, so we need We need jungle, wood, and we have gate, we have sign, we have plank, and we just need to get some fence going. So let's take 2 of these. Actually, let's take this one and leave this one here. Let's get sticks. Hi. What's going on? No one needs anything? Is that what you're saying? I think that is what she's saying. I'm gonna need a hobby in a minute. I think you might. Okay. Let's take this and let's make some fence. See how much fence we get out of this. Okay, so we got 39. And we'll put that there, and let's see what else we need. That was all our sticks, wasn't it? I think so. Let's look again. Yes, it was. We have string. Yay! We have bread. We have lots of bread. They can have all the bread that they want. Sticks. Why did I only get a small amount? That's very curious. Yeah, I didn't see that. Okay. Sticks, and let's see how much more fence we actually need. Oak fence and oak slab, jungle stairs, 13, and yeah, and then glass, actual glass. That's pretty wild. Our first request for glass. These are level 2s. And so oak fence and oak slab. So judging by what we need and how much, and that both of them needed, we can do both. And there's our oak fence. We definitely don't have any. Wow. Okay, so let's do something about that. There's not enough there. And there's plenty here. So we made some fence. And that's jungle, and now we need to make oak fence. So let's bring this in, and we'll do this. I have returned. And I thought I was going to decorate, remember? I thought, wasn't I supposed to be doing some decorating today? I thought I was. That's 48. How much is needed? Fence is off the list. We need jungle slab, and that looks like a ton. And oak slab, 28. So oak slab, oops, 28. And put that back, and then jungle slab. I think we have enough sticks. Might need to make some more jungle. Let's do that. Alright. And then we need 13 and 100 slab. 133. So So there's 62, 64. So that should give us the amount that we need, 128 and 32. So that's a little bit over the top there. And then stairs are 13. We'll bring this down, and that's a little bit over the top. So there's everything that they're asking for. And more books for the library is what's going on. Ezra and Watson are sorting out the library and requesting books that would be interesting to have at the retreat. And in doing so, Ezra is actually studying because she's trying to get her degree, and Watson is helping make sure he is her professor at present. So Ezra's been learning from all the experts here. She learned from Bode for a little bit, who is the rabbit farmer, while he was waiting for a rabbit hutch. And then she was learning from Parnell while Parnell was waiting for a farm. And now she's working for Watson, with Watson. She's being taught, who is waiting for the cookery to be opened. We have a cookery, dun, 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 which we're very happy about, but it is not open yet. Shall we do a second set? I think so. So this is the fuel for the restaurant. And I could take these requests to Arnaaluk and have them do it while we do decorations. That would actually be kind of neat. Instead of spending time doing it, we could spend time decorating and let them make the things that we need. I think I'm going to do that next time. So what else do we need right now is glass, and we can't make that here. They're going to have to get their first 64 of glass in order to build. And I think that's it for now. And that's it here of what we're doing. So did I show you all the different things that we added in this morning? I don't think I did. Did I? Yeah, I did. Didn't we start here and then go over there? We sure did. Didn't we give them something to do? We definitely did. Hello, Forrest. A Fuentes. I think Franklin is a Fuentes, which probably, and look, he's asking for lapis. They're blacksmiths, mostly, their family, and look at the numbers. The numbers look like that. We're not going to need one of those here, but let me see. Just a second. Hold on. There it is. Agility, adaptability, stamina, creativity. There's mana. But we need knowledge, and it's not there. Mana without knowledge is a focus, is druid, and he is a druid. There's no question about that. but I don't think we're going to be able to use anything that he has. Agility, are we going to have a planter? I don't know. It depends on when planters get fixed, because right now planters are not working with Minecolonies. So I think that we're looking at almost everything. Wow. It's very quiet. Oh, it's raining. And isn't this interesting? Look, it's raining. And you can see it in some areas. There's some areas where the trees are thick enough. See where Forrest is standing? He's not standing in the rain. And there's Romina. Romina's going to work. And this is the baker right here. We're going to have the cookery be right here in the farmer's market. And then we're going to have an enchanter. We're going to have a Fletcher be here. And then we have our produce and possibly a florist. Possibly someone selling flowers. We'll have to see. We might just have the produce market sell flowers the way they do in real farmers markets sometimes. And we'll do that real. In earth. This is real? This is real? I'm here. You're here. I'm drinking juice and it's really good. And yeah. So yes, so we have Forrest. Simeon isn't working because it's raining. So he's walking around. Parnell is going back home. I think she's going back to her. Wait, Parnell, you don't live here. So she's going to the tavern to hang out. But we don't have any place yet to hang out here. Yeah. She's waiting for somebody. Oh, how interesting. Hello, Amira. And Amira is a first year student. And we'll let her be for right now. Let's check on Riley for a second. I'm going to take this. I want to see what Riley's numbers are. Riley is a nurse. She's missing a significant number in regards to being a doctor. And so we can go and look at it. So that anyone who comes in has to, let's go all the way down, has to have better stats than, oh, wonderful. Okay, because we're outside, we're not underground or under the ocean, we actually need to sleep. So that, there we go, because it's a thunderstorm and people can be struck by lightning. And there we go. And so we have to be careful about that. And speaking of being struck by lightning, what we will probably do is have lightning rods be made. Lightning rods be made to put on the houses that are up in the trees. Forest fires can be started in forests like this. And so we have to always be careful on the lookout. And it's one of the things that the Druids are going to be doing, that the Druids are going to be on the lookout for fire. because that would not be good. And this is the university here with the mystic site underneath. And right over here, Charlie's. And the enchanter. Okay. And I was supposed to be looking at Riley, and there was a thunderstorm. So I came back upstairs when I actually was supposed to be going down to check on Riley. I want to get the numbers so that I know what numbers we have to beat for her. So she's a druid nurse.
You are so wise.
She is. And her skill set. Let's do it from here. So her knowledge is 20. It's the knowledge that's the problem. Her mana is good. The knowledge isn't. And because she's a nurse essentially, a druid nurse, like a military nurse, like a battle nurse. And let's go to the doctor for a minute. There's the doctor right here, and let's just put right here that what we need to beat is a 20 mana and 5 knowledge. That's the real problem right there. 20 mana and 5 knowledge. So at least we have that number, and we'll be looking for someone. Riley's happy to be doing this.
Yes.
When we do, when we do get a person, are you keeping these bowls? When we do get a doctor, we don't have nurses, so the doctor's by themselves. So we will, she will probably return to druid duty, and I think she'd be fine with that. Sounding a little bored. Everybody's all healthy. Is that what you're saying, Riley? That is what she's saying. So then we have a couple of projects going on. Brittany did start the new house, and we do need a builder, but Brittany did start the new house, and there is a delivery right there. And that's going along. We actually canceled it so that she would work on the other farm, and that's what she is working on. So see, we have the farm here. This is the builder right here. This is a new farm going in, a little field for corn, and that will give us our third farm, which will allow us, see that? Do you see the things moving? That'll allow us to get, she's not going to take those away. Let me quickly get a light here. Where can I put it that doesn't interfere? Wait, is this too close? No, it's not. Yeah, she comes down there. Let's put a light right on top right here. And I'm going to look at getting a pickaxe for a minute. Right down right here, and taking this iron out of the ceiling. So we'll do 1, 2, 3. Ooh, 4, 5, 6. Wow, that's practically a boon. We've been getting so little iron. That's pretty amazing. Yay. That was 6 pieces. And So we'll come here and look for iron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we can put that in our stuff to go back and be processed by Arnaaluk. We will have, yes, another builder, and this is their shop as soon as we have some things to do. And when we start bringing everything up to level 2, everyone will be working. But I want to make sure that I have everything I could possibly have at level 1 before I go any further. We do have a cookery already. And so we're good to go on that cave built cookery. And then we aren't able to start the other buildings until we have a level 2 university or town hall. One of those two things or both. And a level 3 for the composter. And where am I putting this composter? So we've got a field going on here. I could put the composter there, but I think I want to put it over here. So see right here, this entrance right here. We'll put the composter in here. We have to have a composter in order to have a flower shop. What flower shop? I don't know yet. But shouldn't we have an environmentalist anyway? Because if we're going to have a farm, if we're going to have animals, and we are going to have sheep, not sheep, cows, because there's never enough dairy. If we do that, that was interesting. I heard something that sounded like someone falling. Hold on, there she is. Hold on. Okay. Did you hear that sound?
That was me.
That was you. Okay. Did you fall? Did you fall? What's going on?
Are you on?
Yeah?
Still on?
What's happening?
Just a minute.
I have to go. There's something wrong with Vincentius, okay? I'm sorry, people. I'll see you. I'll see you next time. I might come back tomorrow. I might come back later, but I don't think so. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now, everybody. Bye for now.